win. With your Pittsburgh Steelers being 4-4 and our 2-6 Cincinnati Bengals team. We are struggling, so I don't think we can make any trades. Yep, trade center is off because we're past the trade deadline. I believe it's week 8. So we're going to see what we can do in free agency. We definitely need to bring in a new kicker. McCrane is not doing his job.
Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame, no clout. Bought the game, all brand new chain. I swerve the lane, call the group the game.
We're gonna bring in Blair Walsh on a 1-year deal. Deep kick. We're going to release Matt McCrane after a shaky season. Matt McCrane is no longer the kicker, and Blair Walsh will come in. Try to get better again. We've got to upgrade some players too, but first we need to look at this depth chart and see what's going on. The defense definitely didn't work out, so we're going to go back to Washington's. Brian Edwards has now jumped Switzer in the 4. Washington, we're going to move around. James Washington, we're going to move around. We've got Vance McDonald and Jesse James both having a solid season. I think we need to throw to Jesse James a little bit more. Chance Warmack playing great. Great defense in New England. We really should have had that one after throwing 2 picks in the red zone. Just goes to show if you can't run the football, you're not going to win games. Came in the league, Connor had 600 yards rushing. He only had, I think, 80 yards, just 80 yards, less than 80 this game. Brandon Carr is going to get the start this week. Jamal Dean sitting down as he could not cover. I don't know if it was Jamal Dean actually. That might be a bad idea. Should leave the kid in at least at the 4. Leave Sutton out. Sean Davis is playing better. Marcus Allen, no, we're going to start this week. Terrell Edmonds is really leaning towards not playing. We're going to start Sean Davis. He's not having a good season right now. Eli Rogers completely out of that role. Bringing back Jalen Samuels. Punt return. We're going to bring back Switzer. We're also going to put Juju back. Okay, Switzer is tired. Kickoffs. Mitch Wisnowski. David Castro, third down, power back. We're going to bring in Mike Weber because Samuels isn't getting the job done. We're going to check Ben and see if he is doing okay physically. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying goals now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. We are going to end negotiations with Marquise Pouncey. After being injured 5 weeks, he has been injury prone. We're going to keep ignoring Sean Davis right now. We've not decided what we want to do with him yet. We are going to put Fitzgerald in the training because
Madden is struggling. So we are going to put Fitzgerald in the training. So that when we sim, we'll be ready to go. Playing at Heinz Field. Trying to get a win. We're going to go with a different uniform combo this week. You can find them. Up since he's going to order with her white on black. Try to bounce back. Ben played well. It's just can't do anything when you can't run the football. You start getting junior more receptions.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call. Here are Pittsburgh
Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion
to
victory in this
Switzer
one.
Back to
Meanwhile,
return.
for the Bengals here, they come into this one fresh off a victory that finally snapped a 6-game losing streak.
And there's nothing like that win that makes everyone happier in the locker room, better on the practice
Ball does
field,
go to
and they
Switzer.
usually play a whole lot better that next game out as well.
This will be fielded at the 8.
Switzer can't find a second home, but he found the first one.
Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Leading them out is the former first-rounder from all the way back in 2004 from Miami of Ohio, Ben Roethlisberger.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other two-thirds, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Second down after the incomplete pass. Pittsburgh's going to run the football. James Conner's going to punish. Sean Williams picking up 12 yards on the carry.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And try to run the football one more time, and we're going to bounce it around here. We can't exactly get past Dirkwas Denard. We do gain 8. We gain 5, sorry, correction.
This unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that...
We're going to actually challenge that play because I don't agree with it.
It's 3rd and 5. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
And we wasted that challenge as I believe Juju Smith-Schuster is out of bounds. Oh.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Go to trust your
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it
Vince,
yourself.
third pass,
but it didn't go
complete.
At the end
Switzer.
of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this
Oh, we
case,
have
it
2
didn't pay
clock
off
on us.
for him.
Not
And that's
exactly what I
got to
want
be
on.
so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when
My
you
play
take a
goes
look
nowhere.
at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed it.
And he's going to be hit and taken down.
Villanueva
Back
cannot
right
block right now, and it's getting real frustrating. I'm getting sacked from the left side of the ball, and I was getting sacked from the right side of the ball to start the season.
About 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job.
Juju makes the play.
To go with the football. That led to the sack.
23 yards on the play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball is arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Charles, a little bit of feast.
Score update, Houston up 7-3 on Denver.
Okay, but they've been sacked twice
I'm
now.
going to try to go Juju Smith-Schuster here. May have Washington over the top.
As you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
To throw
double.
Roethlisberger steps away to his left. And this is caught.
Juju is able to catch it. We're going to bring on Blair Walsh, recently signed kicker, after cutting Matt McCrane after his rough start to the season.
Really confident too, because
And Blair Walsh puts it through the uprights, and it's good. Pittsburgh a 3-0 lead.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about
Tyler Boyd,
that really
Patterson. Not quite sure which Patterson.
See how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Now a play fake here on first down.
Morgan Burnett with the sack at that sub linebacker position.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Second down, Dalton. And his pass incomplete.
It might be Cordero. New England might not have Cordero. I'm kind of confused. So let's see if that's Cordero, because Cordero was with New England, but it looks like he was also with New England. Of course, they're not going to show us. That was a waste of time. 3rd and 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here.
The Steelers need to bounce back, because they got Cleveland coming to town, I believe, next week.
Dalton here from the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And Mike Hilton's going to come up with an interception for your Pittsburgh Steelers. Dalton just chucks it up because he saw T.J. Watt coming, didn't want T.J. Watt to get it. T.J. Watt gets the hurry, and Dalton just chucks it up to A.J. Green, and Mike Hilton's going to come down with it.
They're going to keep chucking it, and this time it results in an interception.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Andrew Billings in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks. But somehow they got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. A good return there, 17 yards.
Scored in Cleveland. Cleveland's up 7-0 on the Rams.
The Bengals getting set to go.
The interception does not prove to help the Steelers' offense.
Just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll push this forward only to about
Let's check 3rd and inches.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to
They're bringing 3 wide receivers.
The good run on first down, followed up
we're
by
gonna
a
stack the box.
run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick
2
with the
running
run
backs.
here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And misread on my part. And Mixon's off to the races, giving Cincinnati a 7-3 lead.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. We focus our attention now on the quarterback.
Big Ben needs to get a block.
And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
66.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're saying right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back.
I think in the first quarter, Cincinnati leads 7-3 after the misread run by the user.
Out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And this is going to
I don't know why Hargrave just didn't sack him there, but okay. And Ben's pick's going to might prove costly. I'm not quite sure who the field goal kicker is.
Had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And this is good.
The field goal is good.
There at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Quite sure who the kicker is still.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And now out come the Steelers.
The Jaguars lose to the Jets.
Interceptions, so this offense,
big one for the Jets organization.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
Ben's pass complete to Switzer.
Executed crossing route. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Corner picks up the first on the ground.
Down to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game,
might have to heavily rely on corner through this rain. We played in rain last week, we're playing in rain this week. Rainy year in Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's not how it is in real life, but we'll have to wait and see.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping.
You know, the Bengals are 2-6. The Bengals always come to play against Pittsburgh.
Move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Corner able to pick up another 12 yards on the play.
Get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense.
Baltimore falls to 6-3. Buffalo goes to 7-2. I think that's it.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue.
And he's in.
Big Ben finds Jalen Samuels out of the backfield for a Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown.
Samuels, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
All drives that result in points.
A little bit more confidence with Blair Walsh as the kicker instead of second-year man Matt McCrane.
and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point up and good by Walsh. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Cordero Patterson, the 20, 10, and all the way.
And Cordero goes 85 yards to the house as we could not stop him. He almost took the punt return back, but this time he does take the kick return punt.
And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. And now it's blocked.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that.
And that's Jamal Dean, the rookie on Auburn, on the block.
They lead the league in points per game this season,
making that score 16-10.
Strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well.
Special teams really helping the Bengals stay in this game.
I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during
7-2 Cardinals beat
sometimes
6-3
you get out of your
Saints.
gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty.
Like we said, we could not run the ball last week, and obviously we're already making grounds here.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole
It's just
lot
one
of it
big
there
play
on that play. I think he was lucky to
on
get a couple
special
yards
teams.
out of it.
Cost
Defenders, they were
us
rallying to the
cost
football
us the
pretty
lead.
quickly.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Now Roethlisberger. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
Juju Smith-Schuster picks up the first down.
He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And now nothing but green ahead.
That's on the game because I literally looked and James Washington was in the slot and I hit X. He was wide open over the middle. Don't understand how.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use
I'm not quite understanding how Big Ben gets picked off there when James Washington's wide open over the middle.
Just as what we saw, a free safety
It is what it is.
Follow the football, go to it, and take it the
Let's
other
go
way.
more touchdown passes than interception yet again this week.
Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
We made the mistake. We've got to live with it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time,
I
decent
do
field
throw a lot of
position.
mistakes because I do like to throw the
6,
ball a lot.
obviously costly.
I know what I'm getting myself into.
Just bunker in now. All right,
Right there. That needs to be a first down, but Madden's going to say
press the
no.
advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this
So
possession.
the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Roethlisberger now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers
We're able to pick up first with Juju. Puts us in the red zone. We're going to try so hard for you guys not to throw another pick in the red zone. I don't know what my issue is right now, but it's really starting to irritate me.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Big Ben just overthrows Switzer by 7 yards there.
Brian Switzer, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Ben to throw again. Flushed out right. Got his man. It's
Who else but James Washington? He's really proven to be the big dog on campus this season.
Washington in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Now it's Patterson.
Wartowski there to make the tackle so we don't have a repeat.
The 30 to the 33-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final act of the first half, Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the... All right, hang on. We'll
At the end of the first half, the Steelers trail 23-17 against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway.
We've got to stop kicking it quarter out.
Now it's Patterson. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Poor tackling by Pittsburgh Steelers defense leads to a Tyler Eifert touchdown. Javon Hargraves able to blow up Mixon in the backfield. Your Steelers trail by 12 late in the third, early in the third quarter.
Big-time position.
Switzer now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands
Big Ben coming on swing. Finds Juju.
Exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet
big game.
trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just
Edwards
described.
picks up the first for the Steelers.
That sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
James Conner still plowing forward, trying to find a play. Will get us a touchdown that won't cost us any points.
You can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive
trying to rely more on the run game, and we should have bounced it.
Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down.
Dan McDonald picks up the first down.
He won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance.
Throwing away was draw to get that ball.
Play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land.
Blair Walsh kick is up and good. James Washington gets his 12th touchdown on the season. Big Ben throws touchdown pass number 3 of the game.
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I don't know fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Hits it to Cordero again. This time we're able to blow it up.
Near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
It's really a difference maker in this game is the Cordero touchdown.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Pittsburgh holds on defense.
And the trick
4 and out.
doesn't work. Good reaction there.
Pittsburgh is going to get the ball back.
And it'll be 4th down.
Switzer back to return. Looks like he's, well, of all times for...
He'll return it from the 6.
Oh, this is going to backfire.
A big kick there. We'll call
of all times for Switzer to not take a return, that was one of them. Had plenty of space to run that football.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
What I mean about the AI Madden, they need to have more common sense.
Not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
Keep turning around the football here against the Cincinnati defense.
And continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went.
Nowhere to run this time.
No adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Roethlisberger will throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they'll go on the ground. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
We are going to go for it. We are in that 3rd down range.
Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Susie picks up the 1st down yet again.
35-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result result in 23 yards.
Marvin Lewis doing what Marvin Lewis does best. Low leads. Weber Jr. comes in and plows somebody over.
The first down markers were, you know, the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to take it.
It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And the Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Sheldon Day. Able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He may try and run for this. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lob it for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the most curious way there to burn some.
Javon Hargraves able to get the sack, safety.
It winds up a safety.
Give Ben Roethlisberger another attempt at this.
4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old
2nd and 2 for your Pittsburgh Steelers. Weber Jr. comes into the game.
Gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people.
Weber picks up big yardage. Edwards is injured on a blocking play. Quite sure what's going on there. We're gonna have to look at film on that one.
On 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll find a man over the middle. It's
Washington makes a big play.
Get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Bruce Ribs, big game, Phil. Got to play.
Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of what?
Cincinnati does apparently have a good.
You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like.
Good front, not good front seven. A good secondary. 3 touchdowns, 1 field goal, 80%.
Quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
What an advantage having a lead guy to know the defensive line.
Blair Walsh comes on, ties the game up. 29 all. With that field goal attempt.
As we just saw there.
We are trying to not kick it to Cordarrelle, and we succeed this time finally.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good
They're
hold,
looking at the division rival. Rams up 17-14 on the Browns.
Pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen.
It's the rookie. I can't remember where he's from, but that's Willis the third.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And Dalton to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here.
That's sweet with a sack.
That's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started.
Steelers defense showing strong now.
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he overshot it.
Andy Dalton overthrows Cordarrelle Patterson. It's very hard to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And let Dean get a break on it.
They were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it now out of the gun. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
James Conner's 126 rushing yards on the ground.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And they'll run it here. Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So on now is Blair Walsh. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And this one is right through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slump.
New final score off Blair Walsh's game-winning field goal. Your Steelers 32, the visiting Bengals 29.
Okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as
Let's go check the stats. Been so leads the league in passing. Gotta get those interception totals down. 25 touchdowns, 18 ends. Let's try to make our goal not throw 20 interceptions this season. It's easier said than done with a lot of football left. We do play the Browns, and we are gonna play that next game. But first, we are going to sign off. And I will see you guys next week.